this, but the best way to make...
She, in all fairness, now she actually provides a link to her prompts right here. Odd, I didn't have to do that last time. Look at this huge long. You are a billionaire entrepreneur, Elon Musk. I want you to mentor me and give me advice about my business. You will initially analyze my business and give constructive feedback. After each response, please ask me to clarify questions. I mean, suppose you completely skip this and you simply say, here's the context of my current business. Blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I like the idea of creating a product ecosystem. Great. Blah, 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 blah. And that's it. So what would happen if you skip this entire thing right here? Is this really the whole thing? So the obvious question is this. If we skip that first thing, or we reduce it to the point where you say, I want you to mentor me, blah, 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 okay? And you completely leave out Elon Musk's name, what would the results be like? As Elon Musk, I appreciate your efforts using AI. Well, I'm not sure Elon Musk would really care. Okay. Well. Okay. As much as I would like to use the power query thing, this one is just too easy to pass up. Okay, we may come back in time and do this. If, for instance, we may use these prompts with
to Verizon.
Now, in all fairness, I did ask this guy, hey, you know, how about give me a list of your prompts, okay? And I said, please provide a link to data. Well, you know, the prompts will really depend on what you need with your unique case. Well, the simple problem is, the questions he asked were generic. You can ask the exact same questions of every single type of, you know, data set that's similar to this. You know, a data set that involves, say, either wholesale or resale or any type of numeric data with numeric and categorical data. You can come back and use these same prompts. So why he didn't give me his prompts, I really don't know. He could have saved me about 20 minutes, okay? Anyway, like I say, the Elon Musk one is just too good to turn down, okay? we have to do two tests, right? The first one is we have to run a test. Well, there's two different things we can do here. Okay, in all fairness, we could rerun this as written, and then run our more generic test. Okay. I think it's funny, the constructive feedback. What's it going to do? Give you sarcasm? Stick to selling peanuts at the I don't understand that. Now, there's two things we could do. We could simply rerun these prompts and see if we get the same answer. Or we can make them more general and say, I want you to mention me about business, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what do we want to do? You are a billionaire. Reply that you understand. Do I really have to tell them a bit of context? Let's see. This can be fairly short. Let's come over here. Let's do 4. That's interesting. Interesting. I don't see a Bing plugin. Okay. Let's just start with this for the fun of it, okay? Let's come over here. Again, we have the original prompts over here. So, of course, to begin with, I'll need some information about your business. Business overview, target market, main. Okay. Education. This is interesting. Red type. Huh. Audience research and development surveys, so forth, monetization strategy. Maybe the red ink indicated a problem. Interesting, okay. I don't see any product ecosystem. So we'll just, so the results are different, okay? What we have is, we've established a baseline, okay? Now the obvious question is this, okay. It does mention a product ecosystem, it just mentions it later. But the question is this information unique? Is it reproducible? If we go back in a minute and we rerun the original prompts, will we get the same results? Because from a scientific perspective, the experiment has to be repeatable. Okay, that's the problem. Now, of course, you know, Elon Musk may not give the same answer to the question all the time, but from the standpoint of a system, it has to be consistent. Okay, I would say so. Now, here's a question. Is it too human? That's the real question here. Is it too human? Great. Is that it?
If I lost it all and I had to start from scratch.
Okay. So now we've done that. And the results are clearly different, but I wouldn't say they're necessarily better or worse, okay, than what Elon Musk gave. I mean, I'm not sure I want to put my trust and put my money into run the business based on what ChatGPT thinks that Elon Musk would say in response to a question. Okay, but the next question, as we said, is can we reproduce the results? And that's actually a fairly important question. Okay. So let's begin with our first question. So the answer to the second question is okay. Now to me, this isn't the same. These responses aren't the same. Right, so now we got a problem is so the results they were different on two accounts. We ran our control, which is a more generic questions without reference on any personality specifically. You know what we can do? We can have a little fun with this. Okay, we can say let's say Henry Ford, for instance. You are into Henry Ford. What would the answers be? So we saw from our control experiment, which is more generic questions taking Elon Musk out of the equation. The advice still looked good to me. Not the same, but still look good. Okay, that's the question. And then we ran her prompts again, right? And we got similar but different answers. So which one is the correct response? Okay, which one is it? Which one is the correct response? Okay, so let's come back up here. Which one is the original one? Let's come back up here and let's start a new one. This time we're going to change the name. We're going to say you are billionaire entrepreneur Henry Ford. Does it understand? The answer was a lot shorter one, of course. Here's the context of my business. Interesting indeed. Doesn't sound like, you know, it doesn't look like bad advice to me. So how do you arrive at these conclusions? How do you know what Henry? No, I can't, but that's okay. Of course, Henry doesn't say anything about ecosystems. Okay, so this is fairly interesting. But if you really go back, right, and you look, okay. Okay. So this, to me, this does give us a bit of a dilemma. Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Henry Ford's information. That's the problem. Who's the better entrepreneur, Henry Ford or Elon Musk?